Rahul Jain joins us now, Vice President Research with Dolat Capital. Rahul, good morning. Thank you for thank you for joining us. What do you make of the Paytm buyback news and the price at which the buyback will be done?
This is exactly what we were contemplating. The size is in the band. Of course, there was no expectation of a larger buyback because there is a net worth criteria cap of 10% based if you don't take a shareholder approval. So I think the size is also in the vicinity what could have been permissible under the current regulation. In terms of usage of the fund, I think the way the company's financial have behaved over the last 4 quarters since IPO and their clear thought process toward profitability make this choice obvious, because if the cash burn has gone down to less than $75 million per annum and they have surplus of $1 billion, there's no way they can use this cash for any meaningful organic growth in the near future. So I would say this is the first buyback, but I would not be surprised if we keep getting this kind of buyback every 18 to 24 months based upon the regulation gap which is required, because the business may not need that kind of thing. From a pricing perspective, tender was never an option for this kind of a buyback in our view, because tender buyback is nothing but it benefits the short-term shareholder perspective. It is more beneficial where the promoter holding is closer to 75%. So none of these factors were relevant in this case. So I think market buyback gives some positive in terms of anybody who is considering this to be a good price to enter and may not get a supply shock like what we got a few days back in the stock. So that way, I think overall, I would say this is a positive development on the buyback side.
Right. Rahul, part of the market does also believe that this is a sign of confidence that the company is on the path to deliver cash flows, profitability, and that this will not impact the future performance. But going by your commentary, it seems like this is going to be a market neutral event. So do you not see any positive reaction on the stock today?
We would not be too fussy about how the stock behave in today's trade. I think any long-term shareholder who is thinking that what the business is moving, it definitely adds significant confidence, because a lot of people, despite significant improvement on the profitability front, might have their apprehension then when it can become profitable. As per the current guidance, Paytm will turn profitable by Q2 of FY24. But in our assessment, the way the 4 quarter has shaped up, it may happen in Q3 and Q4 itself. So basically, if it is turning positive, if company has started giving a hint about what kind of capital allocation strategy they may have, I think this is a very, very positive sign for anybody who is looking at it from a long-term perspective. From today's trade perspective, there could be people who were thinking it to be a tender buyback and they may disappoint. So today's trade could be volatile, but I would say it's a strong positive for anybody who's looking for 12 months and beyond.
Thanks very much for your take, Rahul. And other than that as well, the buyback is not going to be undertaken via that tender route this time around, offer route. So that really does not give an opportunity for shareholders to tender at a premium. We'll be watching out for the stock very closely in trade.